So, I'm sure you noticed as we work through those formulas that we follow the same steps each time. Those are our 5 easy steps to color formulation, and they help us to make sure that we get a consistent result with every client every time. So your first step is going to be grabbing your natural level finder, that one, the N series. And you're going to want to put that at the new growth on the client's head. You can put it up here. My best advice would be to put it back here in the nape area, because that's where the sun doesn't hit the hair. So that's going to give you a true to level view of what color that hair is. Right now we're only looking for the level. We're not trying to find the tone. So why would you want to find a specific tone with Kenra Color for every client? Right, because every manufacturer has a different level system, and we want to make sure that our clients, that we get consistent results for our clients with Kenra Color. Now, the best tip that I ever got, a stylist friend of mine told me to put it up against the client's scalp, but turn your settings on your camera to black and white and take a picture. And that way you get an accurate picture of where that client sits on the level chart, and you're not trying to fight through looking at that tone. So looking at it in black and white, you can match up perfectly where that client sits on that level chart. Next, you're going to find the desired level. And we can do this a couple of different ways. You can find that the client can bring in a picture from a magazine. They could pull something off social media. They could pull a picture off Pinterest. They could even bring in a picture of a color that they've had in the past that they love. But you want to make sure that you and that client are on the same page as far as the desired level. So you definitely want to have picture representation. Next, you want to look at levels of lift, or if you're depositing, to help you find your developer. Now, we talked about our developers a little bit earlier. We talked about Kenra Color developers. So that's going to tell you how many levels of lift you need. We also want to think about the percentage of gray. We want to find that so that we know how much of our N, NA, or NB series we need to put into our formula. We also want to think about our underlying pigment. That's going to help us to, I like to think of it as, is the underlying pigment going to help me with the end result, or is it something that I need to neutralize? Is it going to give me vibrancy, or is it something that I need to cancel out with complementary color on the color wheel? So let's run through a few formulas. And these can be found on, where's my marker? On page 16. Now, we already did these when we did the, when we ran through the Kenra Permanent Color. So, our first client is a natural level 4. She wants to be a 5B, and she has 0% gray. So because she has 0% gray, we know that we need one level of lift. So we're going to go with our 20 volume. And our underlying pigment doesn't come into play because we're only lifting one level. Who can tell me what underlying pigment is? Right. It's the warmth that's exposed in the hair when we lift 2 or more levels. So since we're only lifting one level, our underlying pigment doesn't come into play. So we've pretty much got a formula here. We know that we need 1 ounce of our 5B and 1 ounce of our 20 volume developer. Right.